Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta Exchange. Last week, the previous week, Friday, the markets fell drastically because of the Indo-Pak tension. But Monday itself, markets recovered. And then from Tuesday onwards, it was just consolidating. For the last few trading sessions, we can say markets are just consolidating with some kind of volatility. Especially on Friday, when everybody is talking about Indo-Pak tension, the Nifty shot up 300 points in the morning itself. And then from there, it fell 400 points. But on a close-to-close basis, it was almost flat. Number one, the Bank Nifty rallied from 49,000 to 56,000. So that was a fantastic rally. And then if this is a bull run, if this is a new bull run, then slowly, other sectors will join. What happens normally in a market, when a market goes higher, some kind of a profit booking, a severe profit booking, like Lehman Brothers collapse, coronavirus, 2022, inflation fear, market falls drastically, and then that is when then market become more attractive for long-term investors. The long-term investors enter, and then slowly a new bull run begins. What happens in a bull run? One sector rallies, and then when that rally is beyond a limit, then investors don't find value in those sector stocks, and then they move the money to some other sector. And slowly, one sector by one sector catches up. When all the sector catches up, that is when the next crash comes in the market. So in that way, I think the Bank Nifty bull run seems to be over. From 49,000 to 56,000, then as and when Bank Nifty goes to nearer to 56,000, the selling comes. And even on Friday, Bank Nifty future went very close to 56,000. Then came a severe selling. I think Bank Nifty has fallen about 900 points from intraday high. But then, once the Bank Nifty, moreover on Saturday, both State Bank of India and Kotak Bank, they both came out with the results, and both the results seems to be not really very good. So likely they might react slightly negative on Monday. Anyway, global sentiment is good. So because of that, that can move higher also. But as I always say, the day after the result, it is not about the results. It is about the positioning. Because the markets are bullish, because I'm sure many people would have taken a bullish view, would have taken long position. If the results are slightly disappointing, they can come under some kind of a profit booking. So that possibility is not ruled out. So Bank Nifty story seems to be over. The next rally, Reliance Industries. A fantastic rally after the results. And in fact, I bought some shares of Reliance Industries about many months before. I was holding for a long time since it did not recover at all. On the contrary, it went down so much. Then as and when it recovered, I came into minor profit. Then I thought better exit. Then the day I exited, within 1 week, the stock has shot up nearly 10%. So that is how, being an investor is not so easy. But anyway, I was trying to catch up by selling some put options. That's a different story. Then, as I told you already, there are certain sectors which are, which might be even struggling. Look at the auto sector. The first Maruti chairman said, people are struggling to buy small cars. And now I think I heard somewhere two-wheeler sales has gone down by 17%. I think one of the worst fall in the last many years. This two-wheeler and small four-wheeler. So these prices are really out of reach for middle class people. And how much a middle class people get salary? Then out of which, how can they buy? Even you want to buy a smallest car, Maruti Alto. In that you are looking for a high-end model. That costs about 6.57 lakh rupees. And that is not, a price that middle class people can afford. I think 2 to 3 lakh rupees is a good price point where more and more people will buy. But what to do? The taxation is so high in India. So the prices are all like, sky high. So auto industry might be in trouble. Right? At the same way, FMCG. At FMCG, as and when it recovers, it is time to exit positions. As I told you last October, Nestle chairman said, there is a problem with the demand from the middle class. So auto, FMCG likely to underperform, and banks have outperformed because of, rupee appreciation and then lower inflation and this and that. And then now Reliance is catching up. And then next sector that may catch up may be IT industry. So as like US is getting back to normalcy, they are trying to control the damage of this Trump tariff. Even China is also now saying that they are on the negotiation table, this and that. So US markets have shot up 20% from recent low, and we have shot up more than 10% from recent low. And so the next sector that may catch up may be IT sector. And then some challenge will be there for other sectors to catch up. But once there is a firm bullish trend, people don't bother about the valuation, this and that. So even, FMCG and auto stocks also, they take it. And say, for example, if you are talking about auto sector, right, Maruti is number one four-wheeler company in India. Right? And we know they are specialists in small cars. And I still remember in 2018, the Maruti price was around 10,000 rupees. That is when the mid-cap correction came. So along with that, of course, Maruti is not a mid-cap, it's a large cap. So Maruti also fell. And then for the next 5-6 years, it was trading between 7,000 and 10,000. And sometime in 2022 or 23, when Maruti crossed 10,000, the people said that, this is a multi-year breakout. Previous all-time high 10,000 that is crossed. So now Maruti will be entering into a very big bull run, right? And what happened after 2 or 3 years, right? Of course, it went very close to 14,000, 13,800 or something. But now it has come back to 11,000. So that means, last 2-3 years, it has given only 10% return. And a company like Maruti, number one player in auto industry, they are not even able to deliver bank fixed deposit return. Right? The story of Tata Motors and Mahindra and Mahindra is different. Right? So Mahindra and Mahindra, there is no doubt, there's the most successful company. Right? Whether it is of XUV 700 or whether it is of Mahindra Thar, and or now it's a Mahindra 9 EV something, electric cars. So they are doing extremely well. Tata Motors also, it was kept on going down, but then their fortune changed when they introduced electric vehicles. So there are different stories. But number one company in India, Maruti, no, it has not given even a bank FD return since 2018 high is 10,000. Now after 7 years, it is 11,000. So that means, it has not even given 1-2% return every year. So that is the story. I think FMCG usually always will trade with a high valuation, but now with so much of negativity, they are also not likely to do well. So I am not bullish about FMCG and auto, whereas other sectors might catch up. So that's our overall view. But these are all only long-term view. But let us come back to the short term. For the next week, there are no important economic data. US Fed meeting is there, but that Fed meeting is likely to be a non-event. Fed is not expected to cut the rates. Though Trump is requesting Fed chairman to cut the rates, I don't think that he will cut the rates. And corporate results, I think there are few companies like Mahindra and Mahindra, Coal India, Asian Paints, Titan, so few other companies, but they are all not index heavyweights. So overall, the markets are likely to consolidate with some kind of a positive bias. And looking at the open interest, 24,000 put has the huge open interest added on Friday, even in monthly options. So looks like 24,000 to 24,800. Maybe the range for next few trading session. And then even for monthly until the end of May month, we can say 24,000 to 25,000. But again, all these assuming that there is no escalation at the Indo-Pak border. So if there is any escalation, then there may be some knee-jerk reaction on the downside. But as of now, it looks like, nothing is going to escalate at the border. So because it's almost 10 days are over, so India has not retaliated. And then, there is a world pressure also to keep restraint on both the sides. So that international diplomacy may be working now. So as long as there is no escalation at the border level, 24,000 will be a good support, and resistance may be 24,800. And once 24,800 is crossed, there is no other resistance except the all-time high 26,270. So let us see what is going to happen. But going by the GIFT Nifty and US markets, tomorrow morning we are likely to open higher. However, State Bank of India and Kotak Bank will be watched very keenly. The Bank Nifty might underperform, but IT stocks may outperform. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.